Tonight's business report is brought to you by the Barbados Public Workers Cooperative Credit Union Limited, where you belong.
The Central Bank of Barbados has announced further tightening of its monetary policy stance that will see commercial banks being required to hold a larger percentage of government securities. The announcement was made by Acting Central Bank Governor Cleviston Haynes, who says it's being done under Part 2 of the Financial Institutions Act.
And it will be implemented in two phases. Effective December 1, 2017, commercial banks will be required to hold 18% of their domestic deposits in stipulated securities. And from January 1, 2018, the banks will be required to hold 20% of their deposits in stipulated securities. Now, this is the second increase for the year and complements the fiscal initiatives introduced by the Minister of Finance in his financial statement and budgetary proposals earlier in the year. The cash reserve requirement for commercial banks remains unchanged.
Meanwhile, the acting governor says he anticipates there will be compliance by the commercial banks, but has also acknowledged that some banks have scaled back their government securities holdings in recent years.
Some commercial banks have, over the last year or two, decided to reduce their holdings of government paper. We believe that as we work through our economic challenges, that it is important for all of the players in the system to contribute towards helping to restore confidence and growth in the system. And therefore, we believe that it's appropriate at this time to increase the securities reserve.
Many Caribbean and Latin American countries, including Barbados, are not making use of business opportunities afforded by the development of the digital economy. Word of this from lead technical specialist at the Inter-American Development Bank, Juan Carlos Navarro, during day one of this year's Innovate Barbados conference. In his view, the longer businesses take to tap into technology-based business opportunities, the further behind they'll be.
We believe that the digital economy represents a huge opportunity if we jump into it right away. If we have to wait 20 years to catch up, then we will be in the next or 3 or 4 technological revolutions ahead. So digital economy has to do not with computers, is basically a lot of devices connected, not even only computers. You know, you may have heard the Internet of Things. Everything starts being connected. And there are millions of interactions between people and these devices.
We'll be back after the break.